we're here to bring a message to you, Mr. Trudeau. No way. Our charities are going to stay.
So just to spell out what's happening here, the government is essentially indicating that they want to decrease access to crisis pregnancy centers. They want to make it harder for women in a crisis pregnancy to choose life. Simultaneously, they want to make it easier for a woman to choose in a crisis pregnancy to kill an innocent human being by increasing access to abortion.
This threat of theirs to remove the charitable status of our crisis pregnancy centers is one of, unfortunately, too many examples of working to divide rather than unite Canadians.
I do not agree with this Prime Minister or his government predetermining who can get what kind of help when they are truly seeking support to be able to carry their babies forward.
It won't be a vote in the House of Commons. It won't be something that they bring up. They'll just do it through regulation.
So I will be giving Justin Trudeau a letter that will invite him out to the Dunnville Care Centre so that he can see exactly what that centre does and he can share that experience that I had.
We support people from all walks of life with pre- and postnatal support, parenting, relationships, miscarriage and early infant loss support, and post-abortion support.
Mr. Trudeau, for women feeling pressure to abort, why do you want to rob those women of the choice and the chance to keep their beautiful children?
I have helped broken women who have had abortions from 5 weeks after their abortion to over 40 years after their abortion with their grief journey. This is a very real trauma for them and it's not to be dismissed.
We must make sure that governments act in accordance with delivering compassionate policies, one that recognizes that people in need are in need of policies that will support the most vulnerable.
Not all mothers want to kill their babies. Not all mothers want abortion. But what happens if you're alone?
And it won't be a matter of them saying, oh, you're no longer a charity. It'll be a matter of a charity unable to check a box.
Don't take away their choices. Don't take away their options. Don't take away their hope. Mr. Trudeau, no way. Our charities stay.
There have been so many lies and false information about pregnancy centres over these last number of years. We've invited the detractors to come to our centre and get to know us to find out what we do to support the vulnerable people in our communities, but they've refused.
But I can tell you from doing post-abortion ministry over many, many years that every woman that I've ever spoken to wished that there'd been someone there for her to affirm life.
Si le gouvernement de Justin Trudeau poursuit son objectif, ce sera des milliers de femmes qui se verront retirer une aide précieuse. Et ceci est sans compter le nombre d'autres organismes pro-vie qui apportent à leur façon une aide inestimable aux femmes enceintes et à leurs enfants à naître.
So just so that there's no confusion, when the government refers to sexual and reproductive health and rights, they're not referring to crisis pregnancy centers, they're referring to abortion.
Once again, we have a Prime Minister here who is predetermining what people's outcomes can be.
I'm inviting Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to come to Dunnville, Ontario, to tour our centre, to meet our staff, our board, and some of our clients.
I appeal to you, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, to uphold the sanctity of life.
Before taking another step towards trying to revoke the charity status of our centres across the country, we're asking Mr. Trudeau to come and find out more about who we are and what we do.
Unfortunately today, too many of our politicians and leaders who should be bringing the country together and promoting a national vision seem more intent on breaking it apart.
So I'd like to challenge every MP in that House of Commons who insists that they are pro-choice and not pro-abortion. They hate being called pro-abortion. They insist that they are pro-choice. Great. Now is your chance to prove it.